Hello everyone. Today, I'd like to start by asking you to consider 3 questions. 1. Do you often experience joint pain, especially in your big toe or ankle, accompanied by redness, swelling, and heat? 2. Do you feel like your hands and feet are a bit puffy, dismissing it as a normal part of aging and slowed metabolism? 3. Do you believe that the only consequence of high uric acid is gout, a so-called rich man's disease? If you answered yes or unsure to any of these questions, then today's information could change your understanding and even help you avoid a significant health risk in the future. Because there's a health threat even more insidious than high blood sugar or high cholesterol lurking in our everyday diets and lifestyles. It's high uric acid. We need to understand clearly that high uric acid is not just about gout. It's a trigger that can lead to more serious health problems. Its endpoint can be kidney failure or even a stroke. Does this sound daunting? It doesn't have to. Today, we'll scientifically uncover the truth about high uric acid, revealing its true nature. More importantly, we'll introduce you to a kitchen superhero, an affordable and readily available ingredient that can be your ally in the fight against high uric acid. That hero is the onion. Before we dive in, if you genuinely care about your health and your family's health, please click the subscribe button below and turn on notifications so you don't miss future practical health information. Here, we'll only reveal the health truths that mainstream media rarely openly shares with you. If you like the content we're sharing, please type 1 in the comments. It's the warmest support you can give us to keep creating. If you or your family are dealing with related health concerns, feel free to leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer. Okay, let's get into today's topic. Ready? Let's start this knowledge battle to protect our health and reject strokes. To defeat an enemy, you must first understand it. Many people only understand uric acid by its name. Where does it come from, and why does it rise? What is high uric acid? Think of your body as a constantly working factory. The factory's operation requires various raw materials. Some of these materials come from the food we eat, and others come from the depreciation of the factory's equipment. That is, our body's natural cell metabolism. In this process, a substance called purine is produced. Purine is the only raw material for making uric acid. Our liver processes these purines, and the final metabolic product is uric acid. Therefore, uric acid itself is a product of normal body metabolism, not a toxin. So, where's the problem? The problem lies in the balance between production and excretion. Our body has a highly efficient wastewater treatment system, the kidneys. Most uric acid is excreted through the kidneys with urine. Under normal circumstances, your body produces a certain amount of uric acid, and the kidneys can excrete the same amount. The level of uric acid in the blood will remain within a stable and safe range. High uric acid occurs when this balance is broken. There are only 2 reasons. 1. Overproduction. You consume too many purine-rich raw materials, such as seafood, red meat, organ, meats, creamy soups, etc. The liver as a processing factory has to work overtime to produce uric acid, frantically leading to a production far exceeding the wastewater treatment system's capacity. 2. Impaired excretion. Your wastewater treatment system. The kidneys has problems or is being interfered with. For example, alcohol is a typical interference. It competes with uric acid for excretion pathways, causing uric acid to accumulate in the body and unable to be excreted smoothly. When more and more uric acid accumulates in the blood and the concentration becomes higher and higher, high uric acid occurs. If it's said that high uric acid is the source of all diseases, it's not an exaggeration. Its harm is mainly reflected in the following 3 aspects, each more deadly than the last. 1. Causes severe pain, destroys joints, and causes gout. This is the most direct and well-known harm of high uric acid. When the uric acid in the blood becomes saturated to a certain extent, they will precipitate in low temperature and slow blood flow areas, forming uric acid crystals that are as sharp as needles. Our big toes, ankles, knees, and other joints are just such areas. Imagine countless tiny glass shards repeatedly rubbing and puncturing your cartilage and synovial membrane in your joint cavity. The pain is excruciating and unbearable. This is an acute gout attack. Over time, these crystals will accumulate more and more, forming lumpy puffy. It will erode your bones, leading to permanent joint deformities and loss of function, making it difficult to move. 2. Erodes the kidneys and leads to failure. High uric acid nephropathy. If gout is physical pain, then damage to the kidneys shakes the foundation of our lives. The kidneys are the main organs for excreting uric acid and are also the core target of high uric acid. Excessive uric acid crystals will continuously deposit in the renal tubules and renal interstitium like sediment, directly blocking and destroying the kidney's filtering function. Over time, it will cause chronic nephritis and form kidney stones. Even more frightening is that this damage is silent. Many people regret it when they experience severe hematuria edema or even develop kidney failure or uremia, requiring lifelong dialysis to maintain their lives. 3. Damages. Blood vessels and triggers. Stroke, cardiovascular, and cerebrovascular diseases. This is the most hidden and deadly harm of high uric acid. In the past, we always thought that the three highs, high blood pressure, high blood lipids, high blood sugar, were the culprits of cardiovascular and cerebrovascular diseases. But now more and more studies confirm that high uric acid as the fourth high is also an independent and powerful risk factor. How does it trigger a stroke? Directly damages the blood vessel wall. Uric acid crystals directly stimulate and damage the endothelial cells on the innermost layer of our blood vessels, making the smooth blood vessel wall rough and pitted. O promotes plaque formation. After the blood vessel wall is damaged, bad cholesterol in the blood is more likely to deposit and form atherosclerotic plaques like dirt on the wall. O aggravates blood vessel inflammation. High uric acid induces a systemic chronic inflammatory response, making blood vessels hard and brittle, losing elasticity. When these unstable plaques suddenly rupture or fall off under the impact of blood flow, they will form thrombi. If the thrombus blocks the heart, it is a myocardial infarction. If it blocks the brain, it is a stroke. This pathway from high uric acid to stroke, although long, is real every step of the way. We must not take it lightly. Since we already know the source of high uric acid and its huge dangers, controlling it from the source has become the top priority. Please be sure to put the following 3 types of food on your dietary blacklist. 1. Seafood and broths. Simmered with alcohol. Seafood is a well-known purine giant, especially shellfish such as clams, oysters, scallops, etc., crustaceans such as crabs, lobsters, shrimp, etc., and some fish such as sardines, anchovies, sori, and fish roe. In addition to seafood itself, be wary of rich broths simmered with alcohol, whether it is fish, soup, meat, soup, chicken soup, or hot pot soup. After a long period of simmering, a large amount of purines in the ingredients will dissolve into the soup. Many people think that drinking soup is nourishing, but little do they know that for patients with high uric acid, the harm of drinking soup is far greater than eating meat. 2. Red meat and organ meats. Red meat, such as pork, beef, and lamb, inherently have a low purine content, while their organs such as the liver, kidneys, brain, heart, intestines, etc. As the animal's metabolic organs have dense cells and a purine content that is so high that they can be called purine bombs. Friends who like to eat offal and bones must restrain themselves. 3. Alcohol and sugar-sweetened beverages. Alcohol. Any alcohol will increase uric acid, with beer being the most harmful because it not only contains alcohol, but its brewing raw material yeast is also rich in purines, which is a double blow. Sugar-sweetened beverages are hidden killers that many people ignore. A large amount of fructose in beverages such as soda juice and milk tea will directly promote the production of uric acid when metabolized in the body. So, even if you don't drink alcohol, don't drink sugar-sweetened beverages as water. Controlling your diet does not mean you cannot eat anything. Eating smart, eating the right foods can help you fight high uric acid. The following foods which help control uric acid are anti-uric acid treasures in the kitchen. Everyone should include them in their daily diet. The number 1 anti-uric acid treasure: onions, an anti-uric acid miracle among common vegetables. Why do I repeatedly emphasize onions? Because they contain a powerful bioactive substance called quercetin. Quercetin has 2 core capabilities. Inhibits production. It can effectively inhibit the activity of an enzyme called xanthine oxidase in the body. This enzyme is the key machine for producing uric acid. When the machine's operating speed slows down, the production of uric acid will naturally decrease. Promotes excretion. Quercetin has a mild diuretic effect, which can help the kidneys to more effectively excrete excess uric acid in the blood. In addition to quercetin, onions are also rich in prostaglandin A, which can help dilate blood vessels and lower blood pressure. This is the icing on the cake for protecting blood vessels threatened by high uric acid. How to eat onions. Eating them raw is the most effective, such as cold onion salad. If you cannot stand the spicy taste, stir-frying or cooking soup is also great, such as onion scrambled eggs or borscht soup. It is recommended to eat 50–100 grams per day, about half to 1 small onion. Other helpful allies in lowering uric acid. 1. Celery. Also has a diuretic effect, helping to excrete uric acid. 2. Cherries. Rich in anthocyanins, which can effectively fight inflammation and significantly reduce the risk of gout attacks. 3. Low-fat dairy products. Casein in milk and yogurt has been proven to promote uric acid excretion. 4. Vegetables and fruits. Rich in vitamin C, such as green peppers, broccoli, and kiwis, which help lower uric acid levels. Controlling high uric acid is a long-term battle and a lifestyle revolution. In addition to eating, the following 2 points are even more important. 1. Drink enough water. Water is the best anti-uric acid medicine. Please remember this firmly. Any anti-uric acid food is not as good as drinking enough water. Why is drinking water so important? Dilution effect. Sufficient water can dilute the blood and reduce the uric acid concentration, making it less likely to form crystals. Flushing effect. More water intake naturally leads to more urine output. Each urination is a thorough cleaning of the body, flushing out the uric acid dissolved in the urine. How much should you drink? How should you drink it? For middle-aged and elderly friends without heart and kidney function problems, it is recommended that the daily water intake should be no less than 2,000 ml. How to drink it? Do not wait until you are thirsty before drinking. You should drink in small amounts and frequently, actively drinking a cup every 1 to 2 hours. What water should you drink? Plain water is the best choice. Light tea is also okay. You must resolutely avoid replacing water with sugar-sweetened beverages. 2. Get moving. Exercise is a metabolic engine. Life lies in exercise, and the same is true for controlling uric acid. Why is exercise effective? Regular exercise can help us control weight, improve overall metabolism, and increase insulin sensitivity, all of which help lower uric acid levels. What exercise should you choose? It is recommended to do gentle, continuous aerobic exercise, such as brisk walking, jogging, swimming, or cycling. Avoid strenuous anaerobic exercise because a large amount of sweating in a short period of time, coupled with a lack of timely hydration, may lead to blood concentration and trigger gout. Exercise frequency. It is recommended to exercise at least 5 times a week for 30 minutes or more each time. Okay, friends, today we talked about the topic of high uric acid in great depth, from its source to its 3 alarming harms to the black and white dietary lists and the coping strategies in life. Now let's quickly review today's key points and condense them into a health memo that can be viewed at any time. Health memo for all middle-aged and elderly friends. 1. Be highly vigilant. Please be sure to abandon the old notion that high uric acid equals gout. It is more of a hidden danger of kidney failure and stroke. You must pay attention to it like high blood pressure. 2. Resolutely control your diet. Remember the 3 no-touch principle: O, do not touch seafood and creamy soups; O, do not touch organ meats and red meats; O, do not touch alcohol and sugary drinks. 3. Eat smart. Please put foods good for lowering uric acid levels, onions, celery, cherries, low-fat milk onto your table and make them a part of your daily diet. 4. Drink enough plain water. Treat drinking water as a task that must be completed. 2,000 ml per day is the passing grade. It is your body's best cleaning agent. 5. Exercise. Moderately choose an aerobic exercise that suits you and stick to it, keeping your body's metabolic machine running efficiently. I know that changing decades of habits is not easy, but please think about a painless joint that can take us to many places we want to go. A healthy kidney that can spare us from many illnesses, and a clear blood vessel that is our greatest asset for enjoying our later years and spending time with family. For the sake of this freedom, dignity, and happiness in our later years, every small change starting today is of great significance. The initiative for health is always in your own hands. I hope today's content can really help you. If you find it useful, please like it and share it with your family and friends who care about you. A kind reminder may change a person's health trajectory. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that we can continue to learn and protect our most valuable health together in the days to come. See you in the next episode.